Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brush Beat Digger football on your radio waves tonight from Beat Digger Stadium, Larry Mills Field. Tyler Carmin, Ron Albo with you. Pregame show brought to you by Northeastern Junior College. From Plains to Possibilities, Northeastern Junior College has the education path for you. Learn more about NJC and set up a tour today at njc.edu. A mere 8 minutes away from your opening kickoff as the Fort Lupton Blue Devils have traveled to Brush to take on the undefeated Brush Beat Diggers. Bringing my partner Ron Albo as Paul Acosta gives us the starters. Had a pretty cool game ball delivery there to kick off the night.
Oh, yeah, it's great. They brought it in with the helicopter. We were able to bring the ball. They did that last year, and it was really a cool thing to do. I know they had it planned like 2 weeks ago when we had homecoming, but weather and that kind of delayed it, so they were able to postpone it to this weekend, so that's good. It was a nice way to start the night off and everything. And, I mean, once again, we got a great night for football tonight, high school football in Northeastern Colorado. I get goosebumps every time these games start, Tyler. I just don't know what it is. I just get so excited about it. So I know these guys are excited to go. I know they're always looking forward to game night on Friday night, and this week they had a great week of preparation, talking to Coach, talking to some of the players. They're excited once again on the road to the state playoffs this year. So that road continues again tonight, and luckily it's in our own home stadium.
Fort Lupton comes in 1-5, 1-1 in league play. Brush, as I mentioned before, undefeated. Keys to the contest brought to you by B&B Appliance. With over 30 years of experience, B&B can help match appliances to your needs. Stop by at 502 Ensign Street in Fort Morgan. Keys to the contest for me, Ron, is health, because I think you got your biggest game of the regular season next week at Weld Central.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that'll wrap things up right there. And we looked at the schedule at the beginning of the year, and we knew the first 4 weeks were going to be kind of a tough road for these guys. And if they could get out of there with some wins and some consistency, I think once it came down to the league schedule, it's a good run for them right now.
We'll get to your starting lineups in a moment, brought to you by Stubbs. But for now, we'll go ahead and turn up the mic, and you can listen to our nation's national anthem as performed by the Brush High School Band.
We'll raise the colors, and the national anthem will be played courtesy of the Brush High School Band under the direction of Darlene Miner.
Wonderful job as always. Starting lineup is brought to you by Stubbs. Sports fans, when you're traveling, you need one stop that has it all. On I-76, take exit 66A in Wiggins at Stubbs. First for the visiting Blue Devils, they go with number 1, Cade Rhoda, number 2, Josiah Gonzalez, number 3, Ozzy Rodriguez, number 6, Axel Lamontagne, number 7, Lorenzo Oreno, number 10, Leon Tovar, number 11, Dylan Hofferber, number 12, Quentin Carlton, number 22, Harold McLean, number 27, Dominic Martinez, number 50, Benny Barron, number 57, Xander Ramirez, number 65, Donovan Bushman, number 78, Noah Holman, number 79, Leonardo Zazeda, and number 88, Dante Lennox. They are coached by George Ramirez and assisted by a slew of assistant coaches. Now, for your home team, Brush Beat Diggers on offense, they go with number 6, Landon Mesh. Number 7, Eric Rico. Number 12, Thatcher Queen. Number 17, Jolani Thomas. Number 38, Dylan Krob. Number 44, Richie Bruno. Number 52, David Chamberlain. Number 55, Devin Cox. Number 59, Andrew Herrera. Number 60, Austin Lay. And number 77, Eli Klein. Chamberlain filling in for Fabian Valles. He's still out with an injury. Other than that, I do believe Coach Schwindt's offense is good to go.
It's good to go, exactly. Good to see sophomore David Chamberlain getting a chance to get in there and play now. I know they're definitely waiting for Giovanni to get back in there. They definitely need him. He is one of their most aggressive and one of their most consistent linemen that they have at the guard position. So they're definitely looking forward to him coming back.
Coin toss happening in the middle of the field. Brush, her home unis, gray pants, maroon tops, maroon helmets, gold numbers. Fort Lupton, blue pants, white jerseys, blue helmets, blue numbers. Fort Lupton is going to receive the opening kickoff tonight. Pleasantries are over. We're 2 minutes from kickoff. Seems like we hurried through that stuff.
Yeah, we sure did. And because normally we're running right up against time. Right now we're on the radio. And they're about ready. They're ready to kick the ball. So we got a minute and a half or so here to talk about some things. But yeah, I think going back to what you said, Tyler, the keys to the game is health. Exactly. This time of the year, health. And you know, the last couple of weeks with them being able to score over 40 points and get a running clock, it's definitely helped out the younger guys getting in there and giving a break to our older, the varsity guys, so they get a chance to get some rest, continue to stay healthy, but our young guys get a great opportunity to get in there and play in a varsity football game.
After the game tonight, Brush, just 2 regular season games left. They'll go to Weld Central next week, and then the week after they'll have the Academy here. The Academy is Fort Lupton's only win of the year. I would be surprised at how many starters get serious minutes in that last game of the year as Coach Rosenbrock gets set for
I think, you know, they may not play a lot. They definitely have got to start the game. They got to keep that consistency going, because the next week they'll be right into the playoffs, and so you got to keep that flow and just the consistency, the flow, and the familiarity for the guys being in the game all the time. So yes, they will play, but they probably won't play very long.
Brush, one of several undefeated teams in 2A right now. They're currently ranked 4th behind Classical Academy Strasburg and Kent Denver, all 6-0. Wellington's behind them at 6-0 and 5th. Brush, definitely something to gain looking at their RPI. Not that far off from Strasburg and Kent Denver. Classical Academy's way up there. But I see Brush being able to move, especially with the win over Weld Central next week. Kickoff was early.
And his knee hit down at the 10-yard line. Yep. So they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard.
Rico kicked it south to north. Fort Lupton will take over. Inside the 10, back at the 9-yard line. Wow.
Real deep hole for them to start in. Exactly what Brush loves to have happen. Get somebody deep in their own territory and just put the heat on them.
Fort Lupton comes out 4 wide. 2 wide. Nope, 4 wide. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Left side's a wide side of the field.
This formation, they like to throw that bubble screen.
Mm-hmm.
They got a late guy coming in.
I was going to say they're missing a guard.
They're missing they're missing a tackle. Oh, it was a guard.
It was a guard, yeah. Ooh, Brush.
Got into.
Fort Lupton going with a hard count right off the bat. Brush, a little bit antsy. Gets the encroachment call. They'll give him a cheap 5 yards. Not a bad idea there.
No.
Josiah Gonzalez is their senior quarterback. Martinez, number 27, the running back. To his left in the shotgun. Handoff. Up the middle. Not much doing there. Might have lost some yards.
Well, a great job by Jelani Thomas on that far side, just being able to split those 2 linemen and get in there and just cause havoc in the backfield.
Herrera, one of many in on the stop. Same formation here. 3 receivers left, wide side of the field, 1 to the right. We're going to hand it off to Martinez again. He had a little hole up the middle. He's met immediately It's going to be pushed back. Jelani in there again.
Just watching Andrew Herrera that time, he had double teams, and he was able to get underneath both those double teams and drive them back into the backfield. What a great job of just blowing those plays up.
Third
3rd and 7 now after the encroachment penalty gave them cheap 5 yards. They've gone backwards. They're going to go deep here. That ball's going to be picked at the 25-yard line by Brush.
Christian Strohmeyer just settling back in his zone, waiting for that ball to be released. The ball kind of hung up in the air for a little bit and just allowed him to settle right there, go up with 2 hands, grab that ball, and bring it down. First down for Brush inside positive territory now.
Yeah, Gonzalez not great through the air. 21 of 64 on the year for just 290 yards. 48 yards a game is all they muster through the air. And if there's one thing you don't want to do for Brush, it's give him a short field.
No.
Jelani's going to jog off.
See what they come out in with formation. Full house.
Full house, yep. Rico under center. I believe it's Krob, Bruno, and Mesh in the backfield. Now they go to a 2 receiver to the right, tight end to the left, 2 running backs behind Rico. Under center. Richie's going to go up the middle with it.
Richie Bruno, the ball carrier.
Pick up 4 or 5.
Just out of the 400 formation, just a 30 trap right there, straight ahead. Inside guard pulls, kicks out, and all Richie needs is just a little bit of room, and he is downhill.
Give him 6 yards there. Maybe he'll fall forward for an extra yard. Richie, their leading rusher. You want to take a guess how many yards he's got on the year?
I'd say like 700.
816.
816. Okay.
Averaging 136 a game.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
He's behind Rico again. He's going to get it off the left side this time. Big hole. Takes multiple Blue Devils to bring him down. Got him down at the 4-yard line. First down and more picked up.
I believe the right tackle that time was leading the way as he's going down to the second level to catch linebackers, and he did exactly what you want him to do, and Richie just followed him.
Pick up a 10 there. 1st and goal from the 4. Tight end either side, receiver either side. We're going to give it to Krob this time. Krob's going to walk in for the first points of the game. 9:59 to go in the first. Brush puts one on the board. 1 interception and 3 straight run plays.
And a total of 28 yards, I think it was, that scoring play. 4 plays, 28 yards.
Rico on for the extra point. High snap. Got it down. Kick is up and good. Brush up 7-0 early in the first quarter. Brought to you by Better Electric, covering all electric work from residential to commercial to agricultural. Better does matter. Call 970-521-1030.
Yeah, like I said, you don't want to get Brush a short field because they're just going to pound it down your throat. That's exactly what they want to do, no matter where they get the ball at. But when you're in short yardage situation like that, and you've got those big, powerful backs like Richie, and you've got Jelani, and you've got the quick hitters of Krob and Middle Mist, I mean, it's awful hard. Who are you going to stop? You know, it's just very difficult to defend against that.
Richie averages over 7 yards every carry.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good. For a fullback, 6'2", about 230, 220, 215, 220, 230, whatever, however much he eats that week, I guess. It just depends on.
He looks
weight.
like he's 230.
Yeah.
He's probably more like a 215, 220. Well, I was watching Rico kick some field goals before the game. He's good from 45, 50. I think he kicked 1 or 2, and he was just getting under it a little bit, but he's got a leg on him.
Yep,
I'd like to see some field goals. Line drive kickoff here, caught at the 20. Cassius Middle missed there immediately. Return of only 6 or 7 yards. I don't think anybody touched Cassius.
No, and I think he was the gunner on the far side, and his job assignment is to get straight to the ball, and that's exactly what he did.
Ball be at the 26, where Lupton will come out. And a 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Running back to the left of Gonzalez. Tried to hard count again. Brush didn't bite this time. Boy, this is going to be a slow game if it's going to take most of the play clock to get to playing.
Yeah.
Straight drop back for Gonzalez. He's looking left. He's rushed. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 16-yard line. Going to be a loss of almost 10 yards.
Yeah, Jelani Thomas is just having his way with the left side of the offensive line for Fort Lupton. You know, I think Fort Lupton's plan is to use as much of the clock as they can because they know that the quicker that they get those ball snaps off, the more chance Brush gets the ball to just pound it down their throat. So,
same formation. Brush is antsy. Had an encroachment call. Nearly an encroachment call there. Straight drop back for Gonzalez. He's going to go across the middle. Ball's caught. Dropped at the 25-yard line. Going to get the sack yardage back.
yeah. Thatcher Queen playing free safety was right there. Once that ball was delivered, he was right behind that receiver, was able to wrap him up really good and stop that play for very little gain.
I believe that was Lennox on the catch.
Yes.
So 3rd down. 11 to go. Straight drop back for Gonzalez again. Better protection. He's flushed right. He's got to throw it away.
Oh.
Actually gave his receiver a chance there.
Sure
Lennox
did.
on the sideline. Lennox is on the... He's down on the Brush sideline there. He did land hard.
Yeah, he
off the grass.
Yeah, he was on that long jump runway pit right there, and that has no give to it whatsoever. So he was flat on his back, and then he's laying down still right now. And
Looked like he landed right on his right arm.
yeah. The referees are clearing the Brush team. They're having to move away from him, give the chance for the Fort Lupton training staff and coaching staff to come over and take a look at him.
You know, I said Gonzalez was throwing that away, but that was actually a very well-thrown ball. Just it was into double coverage and
Yeah.
tight against the sideline. I'm hoping Lennox just kind of got the wind knocked out of him. 8:23 to go in the first. Brush up 7-0.
Looks like it might be a few more minutes here before you
Yeah.
get somebody over there.
It might be. They're going to get him up now.
I think it's more of he landed on his back, kind of knocked the wind out of him.
Yeah.
And that's a hard surface to land on.
It is. It is.
And he was doing a great job at trying to keep both feet in and leaning outside the, outside the sidelines there to try to catch that ball.
Nearly wiped out a Gatorade table.
Yeah, true.
Been awful. He's gimping a little bit on his left leg as well. Or right leg? I don't know.
I think it looks like it's right leg.
When you land on something, it's probably one of those where everything hurts. So.
Yeah.
So that pass was incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Fort Lupton will come out. Punt formation. Do the college punt formation. Spread everybody out. Cassius stands at his own 40. Low snap. Punt was not good.
No.
Shank to the Fort Lupton sideline. It's going to be out of bounds at around the Fort Lupton 35. Maybe even inside that.
Yeah, once again, great field position for Brush. Their second possession.
They take back over with 8:18 to go in this first quarter.
Yeah, Fort Lupton never got a chance to get back to the original line of scrimmage in that drive.
Now, when you take a 10-yard sack on first down, that tends to knock the rhythm out of you. Full house formation here for Brush. Rico under center, turn around, give it to Richie Bruno. Bruno's got a hole up the middle, weaving, bobbing and weaving. Breaks a tackle, cuts it back inside, and Richie Bruno is going to get one on the board for himself. One play, 33 yards. Put another one on the board for Brush.
In less than, 20 seconds probably? Yeah. They don't have an answer for that. The Fort Lupton defense right now is struggling to stop anybody, and we are doing a great job. The Brush offensive line is getting to the second level, and once you get to the second level, things are just going to just open up for you, and those running backs are going to have plenty of room to run around in there.
I'm going to go ahead and sit down. Extra point attempt is up and good. Rico puts it in 14-0 with 8:10 to go in the first quarter. This is looking like another running clock by halftime, maybe.
Yeah. Now, what they got to keep in mind right now, what's really important is not letting up on any special teams. You get a big play like that, big play before, they were able to pinpoint him, nail him back deep. Let's hopefully they can do the same thing again, not give up a big play.
It is pink out night as well.
Sure is.
Booster Club had a nice dinner, selling T-shirts as well.
This is a chance, too, where some of our younger guys get to get in there on special teams. They, get the top guys that want to hustle and fly down the field and make tackles. These guys get a chance to play and, get on the field. So it's good.
I have a feeling they're going to get to play a lot today. Rico's leg's going to be tired by the end of the night. More tired than his arm for sure. Third kickoff from Rico's another line drive.
Good spot.
Bounces at the 12. Gonzalez had problems picking it up. He does finally get it. Gathered into himself, and he gets out to the 15-yard line before he's brought down there. That's where Fort Lupton will start over on their third offensive series of the first quarter.
Yeah, as far as the defense goes, I don't think they don't really need to get they don't need to blitz. They don't need to do anything kind of fancy like that.
Just play straight up.
Defense because they have no answer for it. They cannot stop the defense. The defense is just tearing up their offensive line right now.
They'll stay in that 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Running back will be to the right of Gonzalez. He'll turn around, hand it off.
Just when I say that, they run a blitz. Richie Bruno. They brought both inside line. They brought 2 inside linebackers.
Martinez able to pick up a couple yards. First positive yardage on the ground for the Blue Devils. I'm going to change the formation up here a little bit. 2 receivers to the right. That's the short side of the field. They hand it off out of the shotgun. Martinez is met immediately. No gain.
And that time they brought Cassius Middlemiss from the right side of the field, moved him to the strong side, left, and they sent him on a blitz. So they're trying to squeeze things down real quick, get in the backfield, and just blow up and confuse that offense.
Well, if you're Fort Lupton, this is not where you want to be. 3rd and long.
No.
Shotgun set again. Martinez to the left of Gonzalez. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left. Tight end to the left. Straight drop back for Gonzalez. He's going to load it up, go deep down the field. Got a man open. Pass is caught. Dropped at the 40-yard line. Beautiful pass there.
Boy, just one-on-one coverage with Christian Strohmeyer, and he just outran him and got to the ball. Christian got left looking back and trying to figure out where that receiver was at, and next thing he figured it out, he caught the ball and he's downfield, and they're first down at the Brush 38-yard line.
That is a 40-yard pitch and catch there. Man, when Gonzalez let that go, I thought he way overthrew his man. I believe the pass was caught by number 1, Cade Rhoda. I could be wrong, though. That was way over there. They're going to run the bubble now to the left. Pass is caught there by number 4, Jordan Medina. And he turns it up the field along the Fort Lupton sideline, picks up positive yards.
Oh, yeah, he picked up almost 6 yards, almost 7 yards on that play to the short side of the field, which is not usually where you're going to pick up a lot of positive yards. That's a pretty good play.
At the 32-yard line.
Same formation here. Hand it off to McLean. McLean goes off the left side, pushes the pile, picks up the first down. Give him 8 yards. Fort Lupton got a little bit of rhythm going now.
Yeah, they do. And interesting enough, they're attacking the left side of the defensive line where, I mean, both sides are pretty strong, but Jelani on that side and Andrew Herrera, they've been able to shut things down early in the game.
So they bring 2 running backs. Nope, just kidding. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end to the right. We're going to run a pitch to the right side of McLean. McLean will be wrapped up immediately. Dropped at the 30-yard line, lost some yards there. 5:20 to go in the first quarter, brought to you by Better Electric. Rush up 14-0, Fort Lupton. Making a little bit happen here. We're going to go 4 wide now, 2 receivers to either side. Oh, did Cassius cross the line of scrimmage there?
I think he did.
Cassius was coming on a corner blitz.
Him and Jelani on the same side. I think this is David Chamberlain coming in now to replace Jelani.
Did Jelani jump too?
Jelani jumped.
Oh,
also,
okay.
yeah.
I was going to say, Cassius did not look like he got that close. Four wide again. Try the hard count, didn't work. McLean to the left of Gonzalez. Straight drop back here. He's looking left. Runs the comebacker. Oh, man. Pass falls incomplete. Rhoda had no chance. I think that's Eric Rico.
Yep.
Didn't even go for the ball. No, that is not Rico.
That is.
Is that Uriel?
That's, yeah, Udiel Lopez is over there. Yeah, he's come in and replaced Christian Strohmeyer at that cornerback spot.
Yeah, he wasn't worried about the ball there.
No.
It was just a really cool incompletion there. Now Fort Lupton goes back to their 2 receivers left, 1 right, tight end to the left. McLean to the left of Gonzalez. Needs 6 yards here. Gonzalez is going to roll left, throw off his back foot, airmails this thing out of bounds. I think the receiver was out of bounds trying to catch it. Pass ball is incomplete.
Great coverage on the play by Landon Mesh. He followed him. Those 2 receivers going to that side. He had the deep receiver, and he stayed right in his hip pocket.
I know it's the far side of the field, but a quarterback throwing, a right-armed quarterback, rolling left, trying to throw across his body. I don't like it. So I think Fort Lupton's going to try a field goal.
Yep, he's going to try one.
So it's going to be a kick attempt of 42 yards.
Ball is going to be kicked from the 32-yard line, 42-yard attempt. Didn't get a chance to see this kicker warm up before the game. He's got the leg.
Just short.
No,
he made it.
Made it in.
Oh, that did not look like it went in, did it?
It looked like it missed left, but
Yeah.
he's got it. Fort Lupton puts 3 points on the board, 4:27 to go in the first. 14-3 is now your score. Yeah, it looked like, I was like, he's got the leg. It just looked like he was going left there, but it squeaks in.
And they chewed up about 3 minutes and 37 seconds.
That wasn't a bad drive for
No,
them.
not a bad drive at all.
Rush already too early. Encroachment penalties.
Yeah, that definitely helped the cause a little bit for
Yeah.
Fort Lupton.
Yeah.
So those are things they got to clean up on the defense. I know they're getting antsy and they're wanting to get up there and cause, put pressure on it, but they got to stay disciplined and wait till the snap of the ball.
That's when you know that they know that they're going to make a play.
Yeah.
So Fort Lupton will kick it north to south.
Be interesting to see how what return they set up here.
Not a lick of wind.
No.
McLean is the Kickoff specialist, it looks like.
You know, early in a game from a team like this, maybe an onside kick. Nothing really.
You know what? I don't hate it. I don't hate the idea.
Nothing to lose. You might as well see if you can get a, turn the game around a little bit.
He kicks it deep. Nice high arcing kick. Fielded inside the 10. Up the field, Thatcher Queen goes. Got room to run, breaks a few tackles, shrugs a few off, gets out almost to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he was clean. He made contact was made about the 25-yard line. It looked like he was going to kind of slow down a little bit, and he just kind of kept his balance and then moved up for another extra 10 yards.
Gets out to the 39, 4:20 to go in the first. Brush leads 14-3. Longest starting field position for Brush.
Yes.
We'll trot out the full house formation here. Thomas, Bruno, and Krob. Behind Rico under center. Turn around. Rico fakes the handoff, rolls right. Got to step up in the pocket. Looking for a man. He's got Caden Kastrup. First down picked up. And a few extra there. Give him 14.
You know, it's surprising, and also it's good to see Caden Kastrup.
I messed up Conrad. I knew that wasn't right when I said it.
Conrad Kastrup out there because he'd been sick for a whole week, and then he rolled his ankle a little bit the other day in practice. Wasn't quite sure he was going to be able to get in there, but did a lot of rehab and treatment on it, and he's in there playing. I'm sure that ankle's taped up for him, but that's nice to see him get a catch.
Well, that was a nice play by Rico. Stepping up in the pocket and then getting flushed right and still making a good throw. One play and they're into Fort Lupton territory. Ball's at the 48. Two running backs behind Rico, two receivers to the right. I don't think Coach Rosenbach liked what he saw. He's going to burn his first timeout.
Yep.
First timeout brought to you by Wiggins Electric. Count on Wiggins Electric for quick, efficient, and courteous service to keep you up and running. They provide you with the service and products you need at your most critical time.
Yeah, I think what Brush has got to figure out, just kind of go back to what they were doing in the first quarter there, or early in the first quarter, of just basic running the ball, not trying to be fancy at all, which they're not trying to do that, but they just got to find that rhythm again. I mean, they got short field, makes it very easy for, busting off a long play, but I know that Fort Lupton looks like they must have made some adjustments there they didn't like right away, so good call for Coach to call that timeout at that time.
Coaches like to use these games to try a few things, too. I wouldn't be surprised to see some of that in the second quarter. And something we haven't seen before.
That last catch by Conrad Kastrup, I mean, he's a big guy and he can move. And so I'll tell you what, when he gets a hold of that ball and if he gets open field, I don't know how anybody's going to be able to bring that guy down because he's got a lot of power behind him.
Two receivers to the right. It's just short side of the field. Rico under center. Fort Lupton looks like they're bringing the house. Rico's going to fake the handoff. Look right. Basically ran the same play.
Yep.
Conrad catches it coming across left to right there. Picks up 8 or so.
Just a little basic 81 cross or 81 dump for him. Just kind of finds the open spot, and then the quarterback just delivers the ball.
Crobble jogger playing it. Ball sits at the 40-yard line of Fort Lupton. Bruno will get a break. Just kidding.
Back in there.
Yeah. Thatcher Queen was standing in the backfield. He looked confused, too. He's like, I'm not supposed to be in here, guys. Full house. Man alive. 18 for Fort Lupton. Got in there and blew that play up immediately.
Yeah. That time they pulled Austin Lay, and they also had the lead block with Krob. They were looking to run a power sweep to the left that time, but they got to the quarterback before he can hand the ball off.
Val Gonzalez was the man for the Blue Devils. I don't even know who took the handoff.
It might have been Middle Mist. I think he was able to get the ball to Middle Mist.
Either way, it's a loss of about 4 yards. So now on third down, Fort Lupton breaking the house again. Around, give it to Bruno off the left side. Bruno gets it all back and more. First down picked up. Pick up of 15 or more. Let's see where they spot this. Ball's about the 32-yard line. Pick up a 14.
Fort Lupton brought the blitz from the far side, and of course, and then Brush ran the opposite way of where the blitz was coming. That's why he picked up that positive yards.
Minute 40 to go in the first. Brush up 14-3. Full house formation here. Fake it to middle miss. Rico's going to run the keeper to the left side. Got blockers out in front of him along the Brush sideline. First down and more picked up. Pick up of almost 20 yards there.
Yeah, that's a great job. Austin Lay pulling and leading the blocking right there. And all Eric Rico's got to do is stay on his tail. Once he makes a good block, he makes the cut and picks up positive yardage. Great job by the offensive line.
Pick up 18 there. Ball on the 11-yard line. Rico just jogged the whole time. Krob, Bruno, Thomas in the backfield. Krob will go in motion left to right. Rico's going to roll right. Catches Kastrup coming across the middle again.
Yeah. Just a little waggle pass to the right with the quarterback rolling out. Kastrup on the far side of the field coming across the formation, looks for the open spot. They complete the pass to him.
Pickup of 8 again. 3 receptions for Conrad Kastrup in this game. I think that's the most he's had in a game.
Yeah, I think so.
This year, 2nd and 2 now. Ball at about the 6-yard line. 20 seconds to go. See if Brush can put one in here before the end of the first quarter. 2 running backs behind Rico on the far side of the field. Got a running back to the left. Rico goes up the middle. Hands it off. Believe he got in. We'll see who the running back is. That was Richie Bruno. Richie Bruno puts another one on the board for the Beat Diggers from 6 yards out. His second score of the game. 4.5 seconds to go in the first.
And this has been a long first quarter, Tyler.
It has. It felt like it.
Yep.
Basically half an hour real time.
Yep.
Rico on for the extra point. Flags fly. How do you get encroachment on an extra point?
Penalty flag on the play, encroachment on the Blue Devils.
So Rico will get a yard extra closer. We got another flag.
Another flag.
Good grief. Oh, this flight's been a long first quarter.
Lots of flags. And Fort Lupton taking as much time as they can on the clock.
Yeah.
So.
And throwing incompletions.
Yep.
They actually don't have as many incompletions as I thought. Just three incompletions. Okay, third time's a charm. Ball down, kick is up and good. 21-3 is your score. Nearing the end of the first quarter, brought to you by Better Electric. We'll get a kickoff here, and that'll wrap up the first quarter. Hopefully.
And Brush started that drive at their own 34-yard line. Is that right? No, 39-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
39-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
So 61
good return.
yard.
Yeah, good return by Thatcher Queen.
Yep. 61 yards, resulting in a touchdown.
3 pass completions there.
Yep. 3 big ones.
Yeah. 14, 8, and 8, all to Conrad Kastrup.
Exactly. Conrad having a great night at the tight end spot tonight.
Brush's opponent next week, Weld Central. They're playing Sterling tonight. I'll look up the score of that game here in a moment. would think Weld Central could beat Sterling.
Yeah. But you never know. I mean,
Nah, you really don't.
You never know.
That quarterback for Sterling, he could get hot, I suppose. Oh, good kick here by
Driving
Eric
back.
Rico. Lennox going to go all the way back to the 2-yard line. They're going to run a little trickery here. That cost them, actually. That was a terrible
Yes, it
idea.
did.
Lennox tried handing a little reverse on the kickoff return there, and instead Fort Lupton gets dropped inside their own 10-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with the second right here on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back in, Beat Digger fans. Brush football on 1010 KSIR. Fort Lupton visiting Brush tonight. Start of the second quarter, brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com. Fort Lupton coming out the start of the second quarter. Their hair on fire. Beautiful pass play there. Not a good kickoff return. They start from their own 9-yard line, come out with a beautiful pass play, gets them all the way out to the 47. Gain of 36 yards.
Well, when the quarterback has time to set his feet, he can deliver that ball downfield, and it looks like it hangs up there, but man, all of a sudden it just drops right down into the receiver's hands.
Who is the receiver, do you know?
It was
it a 1 or 11?
Number one.
1?
Yep.
Rhoda. He's got the 2 big completions here. Gonzalez is going to run the quarterback keeper. Get across the 50 into Brush territory.
Fort Lupton's found a little way to they loosen up the defense with that pass play. Now the defense is playing a little gunshot right now. They're not expecting the run, and so quarterback keeps the ball and gains positive yardage.
Pickup of 7 there, 2nd and 3. Tyler Carmin and Ron Albo with you tonight. They go 3 to the left. Ball's about in the middle of the field, 1 to the right. Shotgun set. Hard count. Brush didn't bite. Cassius looks like he's coming off the right side. He does. That's the way the play goes. Cassius help blows it up. I think it's Conrad Kastrup that spins Gonzalez down, but I think Gonzalez falls forward. He's going to have the first down. Or just shy. Pick up a 2. Ball gets across the 45, placed it at the 44, 3rd and 1 for Fort Lupton.
That was Austin Lay, and middle missed on that side.
Hard count, no doing there.
Fort Lupton just taking their time.
Yeah. All the way down inside 10 seconds. Give it to McLean. McLean's going to be dropped in the backfield. All that time for that. Oh, man. I think Paul's wrong. That was McLean. That's number 22.
Don't quite understand why they don't just keep it with that quarterback follow.
Yeah, the running back looks like he'd be a better blocker than a runner. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and 5. Loss of 4. Straight drop back for Gonzalez. Runs a comebacker there on the right side. Pass is complete. First down's picked up. Pass caught by number 10, Ilan Tovar.
Tackle made by Eric Rico on the far side of the field. What do we got?
Pickup of 10 there.
9:26 to go. Brush up 21-3.
Rico was in on coverage there. That's what you do when you burn them a couple times. You run a little comeback route. We got a flag flies in now.
Might be the
on
right
first down.
Right tackle, I think.
Yeah, they're going to back him up. Boy, something's on fire, huh?
Yeah.
Smelling it. Fort Lupton burns their first timeout of the game. Timeout brought to you by Premier Farm Credit. For over 100 years, they've been providing affordable, reliable, and consistent credit. Visit premieraca.com. Some big pass plays here from Gonzalez. 40 and 36-yard completions.
Yeah.
Both to Rhoda.
Yep. Doing a great job. I mean, the receivers are running really good routes, and they're going deep. And a couple of times they've got those big pass plays. Our corners, I think they didn't judge the ball very good because they let him let them get behind him and
They have some
make a good
speed.
catch. Yeah, they got some
some
great
speed on the outside.
And, you know, when Brush doesn't see a lot of passing teams, lately we haven't seen a lot of passing teams. So, you know, takes a little while.
University was probably the last one that really
takes a little time to get used to that. But
and Sterling wanted to throw, but they weren't very good at throwing it either. So first and 15, balls at D. Brush 45. 2 receivers left. One to the right, 10 in the right, straight drop back here. Flush left is Gonzalez. He's going to throw it back to his right. Rico's there. Rico fights for it there. Receiver played better defense than offense. Rico got in front of him. Nearly had an interception there. Instead, it falls incomplete. That was good defense by the offense.
Great defense. Rico was right between him and the ball. Went up, got the ball, and they just battled at the end. It came out of his hands.
Yeah, receiver had to play some serious defense there. Rico picked like 3 of those off last week. Receivers left. That's the wide side of the field again. 2nd and 15. Straight drop back for Gonzalez. Looks left. He's flushed right. Finds his man along their sideline. Did the pass fall incomplete?
Yeah, I think so. They're bringing it back to where it was.
I saw him go to the ground. Did not see if the ball came out or not. 8:56 to go. Second quarter. Brush up 21-3. It has to be 3rd and 15. Not where you want to be again.
Look for him to roll to the near side, to our sidelines right now, or maybe him follow that running back to try to pick up some yardage on the ground.
Rhoda, the speedsters, out here on the outside to the left. He's going down. Oh, they're going deep in the middle of the field for Lennox. Bad misplay there, but I think it's meshed. Lennox with the catch. First down and more picked up.
That was a great pass play. Just got behind the linebackers, in between the free safety, and he threw that ball up. He throws a deceptively good football.
That's a perfect way to say it. Gain of 35 there. I watched Lennox run that route. He ran inside and then straight up the middle of the field. And Mesh just really, really did not play that well. Tried to undercut it, but didn't have any chance. So Gonzalez is going to run the keeper off the right side this time.
Josiah Gonzalez, the quarterback keeper. Number 60, Austin Lay.
No gain there.
And number 77, Eli Klein.
Must have been right at the 10-yard line because it is 2nd and goal. Receivers left. That's the wide side of the field again. Straight drop back. He's looking left. Ooh. Tried to hit Rhoda on a slant. Strohmeyer was playing off him quite a bit. I'd get up a little closer. You don't have to worry about him beating you deep.
Yeah, Richie Bruno was able to drop back in that zone, and that drop zone for the outside linebacker. So he barely was able to, squeeze that ball in between those two.
This is where not having a great run game can really bite you.
And actually, that was a pretty darn good pass.
It was. Josiah Gonzalez fakes the handoff there. He's rolling left. Nowhere to go. He's going to be dropped in the backfield for a big loss. Loss of almost 10 yards there.
And Cassius Middlemiss had lost his helmet, so he's got to come out for a play.
Man, he had nowhere to go from the get-go there. Ball's clear back at the 18-yard line. Loss of 8. Be 4th down.
From the 18-yard line.
Going to kick it again.
Why not? Kid's got a pretty good leg. Ball's going to be kicked from the 25-yard line, 35-yard attempt. Again, no wind to speak of. Kick is up and got the leg. No good. That one did go left. That one is missed to the left. Brush will get it at their own 25-yard line. I'm sorry, not the 25-yard line. 18-yard line. Ball was kicked from the 25.
Yep. Actually, it's right at the 20.
It's right at the
Yeah,
20.
right at
That's
the 20.
weird because he did.
Yeah.
They placed it at the 18 there.
Ball spotted at the 20-yard line. First and
Okay,
10
whatever.
for your
Refs
Cougars.
know more than I do. Full house set here for Brush. 6:51 to go, second quarter. Up 21-3 after the missed field goal attempt. They give to Bruno off the right side. Bruno's got a huge haul off the right side. Couple stiff arms down the Brush sideline. Cuts back inside. Gets across the 50. Pickup of 32.
There were 7 defenders from Fort Lupton closing in on Bruno, trying to bring him down, and finally were able to run him out of bounds.
Brush quickly to the line here. They hand it off the left guard this time.
Should be Krob.
It is. Pickup of 7. Brush going hurry up here. Again, full house set again. Rico looks to the sideline.
Screen.
Ron's calling screen. Rico rolls right.
That's what it was supposed to be. Looked like it based on what the offensive linemen were doing.
He had Jelani down the sideline. I just don't think he saw him.
Yep.
Got to the sideline, ran out of time and ran out of real estate. Just ends up throwing it away.
I like the up tempo. I like it.
I like it
Hustle
as
line
well.
Scrimmage.
Kastrup ran a deep poster out there. They had it covered really well. I think that's who Rico wanted to go to, and when that wasn't open, he just didn't have anywhere for it to go. Bruno's going to run it off the left side this time, pick up the first down and some more.
7 more yards. Maybe close to 8.
Yeah, I was going to say 8 or 9 yards here. They place it here. Ball's at the 38, 39-yard line. Back to the line they go. Rico look to the sideline once again. 5:45 to go, second quarter. Middle miss Bruno Thomas, left to right in the backfield. Flag flies. I don't know.
Offsides on the defense? Number 22?
I don't know. Waiting for the signal here.
Oh,
I'll start. Back him up 5. Ball at the 38. Five down linemen for Fort Lupton. Excuse me, 4. Guys on the edge are standing straight up. Richie Bruno takes it, gets the penalty yards back. Pick up a 5.
5:26 to go in the second quarter. Brush leading 21-3 over Fort Lupton.
Rush trying to move to 7-0. And we got another whistle here. Timeout. Second one for the Fort Lupton Blue Devils. Timeout brought to you by Gordon Insurance. Be prepared for everything life throws at you. Car, life, farm, and crop insurance, all at Gordon Insurance. Visit GordonINS.com.
Well, I mean, a little bit more of a football game than
Not going to be a running clock by
Not gonna be a running
halftime,
clock by
but, you
halftime.
know, that's all right. That's all right.
And you know, yeah, you want to come and you want to dominate, but you know, you're also these type of games. You're learning a lot from it. It's the you know, the little adversity, those big plays that change the momentum a little bit. How do you react to that? How do you respond? And so far, they've been able to come back and not let that really affect too much what they're doing right now.
No, and really the big plays haven't gotten to them at all. Haven't given up any points off of them. So,
I mean, those potentially could have turned into 14 points.
yeah. 21-14 would be a much different game.
Yep.
Out of the Fort Lupton timeout. Full house again here. Run it off the right side. Bruno cuts it back up the middle, hurdles a man, breaks the tackle. Richie Bruno's got green grass in front of him. Bruno's going to nearly run over the ref as he runs it in from 38 yards.
Boy, and that play was set up and finished off by Conrad Kastrup. He's down the field blocking that, I don't know if it was a defensive back or linebacker, but as they got closer to the end zone, that defender turned around and put his hands up in the air like telling the referee, like, hey, he's blocking me in the back. The referee he said, there's no way. He goes, no way. He turned it the last minute. What a great job by Conrad.
Rico on for the extra point. Snap down, kick is up. And good. 5:06 to go in the first half. 28-3 is the Brush lead. Big men aren't supposed to hurdle like that.
No.
And stay on their feet for another 10 or 15 yards.
Richie's a unique individual. He is light on his feet for as big a guy as he is, but yet he can put those feet in the ground. He'll run over you, and he will punish you if he needs to.
Yeah, the ref standing in the end zone had to get out of the way. Bruno had to, like, cut it back inside just so he didn't run him over.
Yep. Just great vision as he's running downfield, knowing when to dip his shoulder, when to run into somebody, when to run over somebody, when to move around. He's just got great vision when he gets in that open field.
5:06 to go in the second quarter, brought to you by Sydney Regional Medical Center. Don't let an injury keep you out of the game. Learn more at sydneyrmc.com. Rico. Got to put the gloves on. Set to kick it off north to south. Good kick here. Going to bounce at about the 15. It's going to roll out of bounds. It took a bad roll. Look at bad bounce.
Yep.
Good job by the Fort Lupton return man to let it go.
Like we said, 5:06 to go in the second quarter. Brush up just scored 28-3 over Fort Lupton. Great night in Beat Digger Stadium, Larry Mills Field. Friday night football in northeastern Colorado. Doesn't get any better than that.
Brush trying to go to 7-0, first time since 2014?
2014.
Yep, 14.
Yeah, and these are the, like we talking, these are the type of games you're going to run into some of these games, and they're definitely, when you get to the playoffs and you get in that situation, you're going to be running against pretty solid teams. So this is definitely a good game for them.
McLean's going to take the handoff here to start the series for Fort Lupton. Goes off the right side, pickup of about 5.
McLean's he's a pretty quick guy, and he's pretty thick. I mean,
he's a big dude.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
He looks more like a fullback, but yeah, he can definitely run it. He's got an over 7-yard average. Flag flies in. I think receiver jumped off sides.
Yep. So receiver just walking off the field. Walked off the field over to talk to his coach for a second. It's like he knew. Yeah, he knew.
So that negates the positive yards there by McLean. 2nd and 10 again. McLean and Martinez both in the backfield with Gonzalez. 2 receivers to the left. That's the wide side of the field. 1 to the right. Gonzalez straight drop back, flushed right. Got to throw it. Pass falls incomplete. He's running for his life.
Boy, that time they just brought the heat. There was great pressure by Kastrup and the defensive line on that side. They just put the pressure on him. He had no other choice than to just throw that ball away as quick as he could, saving himself from getting a sack.
He's pretty good at avoiding those, really.
Yeah, he is.
What do you call this offensive formation where the running back right next to him goes down a 3-point?
More like a pistol,
and
I
then
guess.
the other one
I don't know.
Stays in and up. They're going to run a little swing pass here.
Oh, that's behind the line.
It's going to roll out of bounds. Pass intended for McLean. Went over his head.
That was very close to being behind the line of scrimmage and a fumble.
Cash's middle miss certainly was thinking along those lines.
Yep.
That'll bring up 4th down there after 2 straight incompletions. 5-yard run by McLean. A nice start to the drive, negated by a false start. Backs him up to incompletions later, and they're going to punt it back to Brush with 4:10 to go. Better punt here. Middle Miss will let it bounce.
Oh, that was.
It took a weird hop on Cassius, didn't it?
Yeah. And
does a good job, catches it, goes down.
Yeah. As he caught it, he went right to his knees. I thought that looked strange, but.
He downed it right at about the 26-yard line of Brush. That's where they will take back over. Try and put one more on the board here.
Richie Bruno gets a breather. He's on the sidelines right now. Him and Cassius Middle missed.
Thatcher Queen will be split out to the left. Thomas and Krob in the backfield. Rico under center. Straight drop back for Eric. He's looking around. He's going to be flush left. Gets a block there. Nice comeback route. Pass is caught along the Fort Lupton sideline. I believe that's Landon Mesh.
Landon Mesh, yep. Great job of knowing that his quarterback's scrambling a little bit, He's got to come back and help him out, give him a target to get the ball to. Good job, Landon.
Pickup of 9. Eric Rico, 4-5 through the air tonight.
That's a big night for him.
That is a big night. They'll flip the formation here. 2 receivers to the right. Rico under center again. He's going to straight drop back. Looking for Kastrup. Across the middle. Conrad catches it. Flag flies in late from the Fort Lupton sideline.
Definitely. And talk about another good night. Conrad Kastrup.
Pickup of 5 yards there. We'll see what the penalty is.
I thought it was offsides, but or sideline. No, that's a 15-yarder, right?
I don't know what the hand over the chest is.
Oh,
illegal substitution. Okay.
It's a 15-yarder.
Did you see number 11 there for Fort Lupton? Hofferber, he knew Kastrup was coming right at him, and he could have really lit him up, and he hesitated because he did not want to get hit by 89. Straight drop back here on 1st down for Rico. He's flush left. Now he's going to throw it deep down the field. That pass, Cassius had to come back for it, but it falls incomplete.
You know, the defense has no answer for Conrad. He is able to get a clean release every single time and get deep down the field. I mean, if he saw him a little quicker, he's wide open. But they aren't doing anything to stop the tight end.
Coach Swint definitely doing a little more passing plays out there.
Yep.
These radios might be really messing with me.
Yeah, they are.
Kastrup's tight end to the right side here. Receiver to either side. Up the middle goes Jelani Thomas. He breaks the tackle, shrugs off one more, gets close to the 1st down. Just straight up the middle. Got to be close.
Very close. From up here, looks like they might be about a half a football short.
Pickup of 9 there. That's Jelani's first rush of the game.
Maybe just the nose of the football.
Clock ticks under 2:20. Ball sits at the Fort Lupton 43. It's 3rd and 1. Rico goes under center here. Give it to Richie Bruno off the right side. Bruno's got all sorts of green grass. I think he pulled his hammy a little bit.
I think so too. He was hobbling on that run.
He took off and then slowed up big time. That
hamstring.
He would have definitely scored, but he goes just kind of goes down on his own there inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, he's holding it too. Dang it. He's holding that left leg.
Pick up of 30 yards there. by Richie. But yeah, he come up. I'm hoping it's just a cramp.
You know, he got to about the 25-yard line. And all of a sudden, he just kind of slowed and started like hopping a little bit, and then he hit the ground real quick. Yeah, I mean, he got about 4, maybe 5-7 yards into that run, and things didn't look good for him.
No, you tell right when he went to
cut outside.
Yeah.
Just hope it's nothing more than a little bit of a strain on a hamstring and maybe
Yeah.
not a knee.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but they got hamstring written all over it, just the way he come up there. He's still down. I think he's just getting stretched out.
1 minute and 56 seconds to go in the second quarter.
If he's getting stretched out, that's a good sign.
Yeah. Rush up by a score of 28-3 over the Fort Lupton Blue Devils.
Fort Lupton 1-5 on the year. Got their first win last week against Academy. Richie Bruno pops up. It is his left leg.
Holding his left hamstring. Looks like it right now.
Fort Lupton defense will jog back on. Richie did pick up the first down. Gain of 30 yards. You're listening to Brush Football on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Out of the injury timeout, Rico go back under center. Two running backs behind the middle, Miss and Thomas. Rico's going to roll left, find the out route. Pass is complete. Pass is caught by Thatcher Queen on first down. Crowell will run in. Middle Miss will get a break. Pick up a 4. .120 to go. Clock rolls. Second down and 6. Ball's inside the 20-yard line. Rico will hand it off the right side here. Oh, man, Dylan Krob. I thought he was dead to rights about 2 yards into that run, and he just squirted right through the middle. That's the fastest I've seen Dylan run.
Oh, yeah, just slicing away at that defense to score that touchdown with 1:07 to go in the second quarter. What a great job.
2 touchdowns on the night for number 38. And they'll go up 35-3 with a made extra point, 1:07 to go in the second quarter. Snap is down, kick is up. Oh, hit the crossbar. No good. I jinxed it. That was me. That's my bad.
Man,
that was my bad.
How does that happen? That just amazes me every time, whether you're looking at high school, college, or pro, how they can do that. Just amazing how that ball leaves their feet.
And finds the crossbar.
Yeah, finds the crossbar. Don't understand it.
That was my bad. I said it. I said with a made extra point. So the score will remain 34-3 with 1:07 to go in this first half. Fort Lupton will have a minute and change to make something happen here.
Yeah, that hamstring doesn't look good from Bruno, just the way he's walking. He's
I
definitely.
think it's more than a cramp.
Yeah, he's very gingerly on that leg walking away. It's a limp. In fact, now he's getting some assistance from Coach Faez into the locker room.
We need that injury cart.
Yeah. In nights like this too, it's pretty cold down on that field. Sometimes just happens. Those muscles get maybe a little bit,
just a little tight. Yeah,
a little tight, and sometimes that happens. But
Rico will send this one. This one careens towards the inside of the field this time after it hits the ground. Fort Lupton picks it up inside the 10-yard line, gets out to the 15, driven back right in about the middle of the field.
Also in on the tackle, number 4, Trenton Garrett.
Fort Lupton burned 6 seconds there on the return. Minute and 1 second to go. They'll place the ball at the, let's see, 16-yard line.
Yep.
16-yard line. First and 10, Blue Devils.
Fort Lupton just 1 timeout as well, or 2.
2, yeah.
Yeah, I think they got 2. Brush has got 1. 4 wide here. Shotgun set. Running back to the left of Gonzalez. Going to throw a quick out route here. A little double pass going to Lennox deep down the field. Oh, my gosh, he had him. That was a terrible pass. Landed mesh. Lucked out.
That was a great play drawn up by Fort Lupton. That receiver was on the near side of the field. He ran all the way across, got behind the defense on that double pass. Everybody sucked up on that bubble screen on the far side.
Lennox had to turn around, try and catch that behind him. I think if that's out in front of him, he may score there. Brush lucks out. Must have been a penalty there against Brush.
Yeah, Fort Lupton's kind of resulting into a little bit of some trickery right now. Try to get some spark into their offense.
That was a 10-yard penalty. Going to give him a free first down. Four wide again. Lennox is in the slot on the left side. Middle miss is over him now. Going to go deep down the right side here. Thatcher's there. I believe that pass is going to be out of bounds, incomplete. Yep, caught it out of bounds.
Thatcher Queen goes out of bounds there, hits his elbow on that rubber track out there for the long jump hit. Once again, not a very soft place to be landing.
No. I tell you what, you absolutely nailed it when you said deceptively good ball.
Yep.
It does not look like it has any business getting to where it needs to be, and it gets there almost every time. 3 receivers to the left. That's the wide side of the field. 49 seconds to go. Second down and 10. Jelani gets a good rush. Flushes. That ball's picked.
Yeah.
Rico's got his first interception of the game. Spin move here, looking for blockers. I think he wanted to put one on the board. Second interception of the night for Gonzalez. One to Strohmeyer, one to Rico.
Yes. Rico read that perfect. That little crossing route right there. Knew the quarterback was throwing the ball. Stepped right in front of it, picked it off, and a nice return.
So 1 timeout and 36 seconds. No Richie Bruno.
I look for Caden.
Yeah, I was going to say Conrad Kastrup.
Again, yep. He's been open all night long. If they can just find him right now.
So ball's on the near side of the field. So that'll mean Rico's got to roll to his left. .36 seconds and 1 timeout. Thomas and Krob in the backfield behind Rico. Fort Lupton's going to burn its second timeout.
Yep.
Timeout brought to you by Buckeye Welding Supply. You have questions, they have answers. Our area welders know what sets them apart at 330 South 11th Ave in Sterling.
No, Tyler, I don't know if you had a chance to see whether or not on Facebook at all today, but Coach Rosenbrock does this thing with the seniors every year where one game the seniors will go and they will hand their jersey off to somebody who has made a difference in their lives, whether it be academically, athletically, just being throughout their school years. And so we can't see it so much.
How many
tonight.
jerseys did you get?
I didn't get any yet.
Oh.
Not yet. But anyway,
that surprises
there's
me.
other people that are more deserving than what I am, so
I got you.
I understand that. It's okay. But anyway, so we got a lot of people out in the crowd, teachers that are out in the crowd wearing jerseys from our players, but with the jackets on, we're not able to tell who they are.
No, you can't say. I was going to say, it's cool out there.
Yeah.
We're in short sleeves in here, but absolutely, that is a very, very cool tradition. Rico's going to come out of the timeout. Straight back, roll left, go deep down the field. Thatcher Queen's there. Oh, Good defensive play there by Rhoda. Should have had an interception. Instead,
Yep.
pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, that was a. I'm going to think it might have been a waggle left, and they had everybody just dragging straight across the field, looking to have 3 different zones: short, medium, and a deep zone. He threw the ball to the deep zone, and it was an incomplete.
It'll be second down here. Ball at the 37. 30 seconds to go. Brush still with a timeout. Fort Lupton still with a timeout as well. Brush will go back to the full house set here. Rico's going to roll right. Got Krob right there out of the backfield. Caught at the 20. Cuts it back inside. Really like to Krob get out of bounds, but they're going to burn a timeout instead. Krob down inside the 15-yard line.
They had 2 guys in the zone. They had Kastrup going down the seam there where the numbers were, and Krob was on the outside of the numbers. They had to make the decision with that safety. Who's he going to pick, the inside guy or the outside guy? He took the inside guy, which is Kastrup, and that left Krob wide open.
Oh, he's had such a good opportunity to get out of bounds, too, save the timeout. But it's all right, 23 seconds to go. Ball's inside the 15-yard line at the 14. Where I thought you were going with that story was Cassius Middlemiss had an interception return for a touchdown, so I was curious to know what costume Rosenbrock wore to practice this week.
Oh, I think he was wearing a banana.
Was it a banana?
Yeah,
I asked him.
In fact, one day I was out here and I was watching, and he had a big banana on out there. Yeah.
I asked him about it after the game last week. He said, yeah, banana, or I forget some of the others. I think he's got one of the big T-Rex ones too, maybe.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, because I saw some I saw some drills going on, and I saw a guy leading the drills. I'm like, that looks like Rosenbrock. I realized, yeah, he's got a big banana on leading a drill.
Out of the brush timeout, 2 running backs behind Rico under center. Fakes the handoff, straight back. Got a man wide open. Man, he was late there. Late. Believe that's Landon Mesh. He was wide open. Pass falls short and incomplete. Man alive, you don't get much more open than that.
No, heck no.
Rico under a little bit of duress there. That was a good play design, too. The scoreboard just went off for a second. That's not good. So now second down and 10. Turn around, hand it off here. Oh, burst of speed by Jelani Thomas. He's going to find the pylon. Rolls into the long jump pit. We are going to have a running clock here, maybe.
Hey.
That's my bad. I said it again. Dang it.
Spread's got to be 40. We're not quite there
yet.
yet.
No, we're not.
Yeah.
Because we had a missed extra point.
Yeah, it'll be second half.
Rico on for the extra point attempt. Ooh, got another encroachment on an extra point attempt. I have never seen so many in one game. Got your halftime show brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan coming up here shortly. 3 touchdowns in the first half for Richie Bruno, 2 for Dylan Krob. 2 for Dylan Krob, 1 for Jelani Thomas. Extra point attempt is up and good. Score is 41-3 with 13 seconds to go.
Well, the interesting thing will be at halftime, what is the status of Richie Bruno? That's the big thing. You know, how's that leg? I don't imagine he'll be back in the second half.
No.
Any kind of a hamstring strain.
Even if he's feeling good.
Yeah, you don't play him. It goes back to what you said at the top of the game here. Injuries is most important, keeping people healthy. And he is a very important part of the team to keep healthy. So
offense and defense,
yes. So if he's any kind of an injury on, he's got to just rest it, let the other guys handle the ball. They can run the ball. They can play defense. We've got lots of good backups and good strength, good depth there that keeps things going.
Brush will take the second half kickoff as well. We'll get the ball to start here. A little squib kick by Rico. It's fielded at the 30. I believe that's Gonzalez.
Yep.
Doesn't even get 5 yards. Pickup of 4 there for Lupton. 8.7 seconds to work with.
There was a collision right here at about the 40-yard line with Krob and one of the guys from Fort Lupton, and Krob was on the ground, but the kid reached down and helped Krob up, make sure he was okay. That's pretty good.
Good to see, good sportsmanship. Love to see it.
(41-3). Brush leading for 8.7 seconds in the second quarter. I got a little bit of dry throat today, Tyler. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
Well, stay over there. I don't need
just
that.
a dry one, not a sore one.
I got you.
Dry.
Little hook and ladder play here. I like the play design. Pass is completed and pitched off there, I think, to Lennox.
Yep.
Down by number 60, Austin Lane.
Austin Lay in on the stop.
Brings up second down. 1.9.
Got out of bounds there along the Fort Lupton sideline. Clock stopped at 1.9. Got time for one more play. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lennox is going to run outside, go deep down the seam here, or deep down the sideline, excuse me. Did he catch that ball?
One-handed. That looked like a one-handed catch.
Falls incomplete
He's
along
on
the sideline.
And he hit that nice hard spot over there.
That was a nice play design again by
was.
Fort Lupton. Pass falls incomplete. That's the end of the first half. Brush up 41-3. We'll take a quick timeout. Come back with your halftime show brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan right here on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome back in, Beat Digger fans. 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Tyler Carmin, Ron Albo getting set for the second half kickoff. Brush set to return it. They got a 41-3 lead over the Fort Lupton Blue Devils, trying to get this thing a running clock, get home early. Halftime show was brought to you by Equitable Savings and Loan. Borrow your money and do your banking with the people you know and the people who know you. Stop by one of their locations across the plains or visit equitable-savings.com. Big loss for Brush in that first half. Richie Bruno done for the night. A little bit of a hamstring injury. Hope he's okay. He's on the sideline supporting his team, but he'll be done for the night. He actually did put in a full night's work.
Yeah.
182 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, we were looking at that and just going 180 yards in the first half of a football game. Most people would love that in maybe a 2-game span, or even a 1 game. But that's amazing in the first half, 180 yards.
Would easily get to 1,000.
Yeah,
as long as he plays next week. So on the season, Fort Lupton set to kick it off. They'll kick it south to north here, set for second half kickoff. Clock is reset. McLean to kick it for the Blue Devils from the 40-yard line. Good kick here, high end over end. Caught it to 15. That's middle miss. He's going to go up the middle here. A lot of green grass in front of him. Cash middle miss. Breaks it. Gets across the 50. Boy, alive. He's fast. Down the Fort Lupton sideline. Cassius middle miss is going to take it for the house call. 14 seconds into the second half. Cassius middle missed. Takes it 85 yards to the house.
and just like that, Tyler, we got a running clock.
I called it. Man alive, I called it. I watched that setup, man. They ran a perfect wedge there. Cassius
Cassius caught the ball, and he just exploded through that wedge right there. And once he got past that 40-yard line, there was no catching him.
Sophomore making a big play there.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can not get an encroachment on the extra point attempt here. That would be great.
Yep.
Snap down. Kick is up and good.
And the clock's a running.
Clock's going to tick under 11 minutes here. We get to 11, a running clock. 48-3 is your score. Second half kickoff taken for a touchdown by Cassius Middle Miss. Man alive. Is he the fastest one on the team? I know Lopez is fast.
Yeah.
I mean, Rico's got some speed.
I'd say Cassius, my money would be on him being the fastest. That's a 75-yard return for him for a touchdown.
Yeah.
75-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. What a great job. And, you know, hats off to the
I think it's 85. Caught it at the
yeah.
15, yeah.
Hats off to the kickoff team for being able to get downfield, get their helmets on somebody, block, and setting that wedge up, allowing him to bust through and get a touchdown.
Untouched.
Yeah.
He had to outrun some guys there when he crossed about the Fort Lupton 45. But he didn't have any problem doing it. That is just a straight gut punch if you're Fort Lupton.
Yeah,
you make some adjustments. You're like, okay, guys, we got to stop here, and that didn't happen.
Yeah, you have no answer for that. There's nothing that you can do.
It's just good football right there.
And for Fort Lupton, they got to just hope this clock, like you said, this running clocks just get this thing over with so they can get home too. Stay out of injuries.
Rico kicks it deep. So he caught it to 5. Fort Lupton return man brings it out. That's the quarterback, Gonzalez. Tries to get up the sideline along the Fort Lupton side.
And even if Fort Lupton does score, Tyler, once it's already had that 40 points,
it's already running.
Yeah, it keeps on running no matter what. So anybody that wondered how that works with the running clock, that's how it works out.
Yep, once it's there to stay.
It's there to stay.
I'd like to see, though, if somebody could come back when they would re-implement, like if it gets tied.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I'd like to see it just one time.
Let's figure that out for maybe another game, though.
Let's have Brush get down, 40 and then come back. That'd be okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's happening tonight. They're going to put 3 running backs. Actually, they're going to bring in a different quarterback and put Gonzalez.
Yeah, he's...
Hand to Gonzalez here. Trying to go up the middle, nothing doing.
You know, it's amazing. So number 22, they run him to the outside instead of why is he not being a lead blocker in that situation right there? He's a big body, and he can move people. It's just kind of a strange play call. I'm not quite sure what they were thinking there, but
maybe setting up something for later.
Yeah, possibly.
Seeing how Brush, if they're covering that.
But if your intent is to run the ball straight ahead, you want to give your best players a chance to perform. And, get your best players one-on-one with somebody.
So there is a new quarterback in the game, playing quarterback. Gonzalez, the starter, he's still in the game here.
That's the reason why they took and they rolled him out to the right, that fullback, and just tried to get a little flare pass to him, fullback flare to the right.
24 is the new quarterback, Jackson Soretto, a freshman. His first pass attempt falls incomplete.
And it's also good. I guess it's also a positive for Fort Lupton too. They get a chance to let their younger guys get in.
Yeah, absolutely. Rhoda, their speedster, still out here. Strohmeyer's on him. He's your lone man out to the left. Third down and 13 to go. They need about the 38-yard line. Gonzalez is going to split out here into the slot on the left side. Toretto's looking to the right. That pass nearly picked off. A couple beat diggers had a chance to get a hand on it. Intended man was number 10, Dylan Hofferber.
And Dylan Kropp doing a great job of getting back to his flat zone. He was right there as the defender on that play.
Herrera's going to jog off for Brush. Looks like Fort Lupton will line up to punt here.
Looks like coach is organizing the JV. The second team of guys are getting ready to get gathered in so they can go into the ball game. Coach Gutierrez is down there about the 40-yard line.
You know, that's kind of all little trickery here. McLean fakes the punt, throws it to Hofferber. He's got the first down across the 40, across the 50, down brushes sideline, gets pushed out of bounds. Big play there. 35 yards.
Yeah, you know, the defense They fell asleep on that one. You always got to play defense first and then punt because you never know when a situation like that's going to happen. And that's something that they're taught is play defense first and then worry about the punt. So, and like I was saying at halftime, you know, Fort Lupton's going to come up with some of these plays, some of these creative plays to catch you off guard.
I apologize. Number 10 is not Hofferberg. That's Tovar. Hofferberg's 11. Fort Lupton burns a timeout here. 5:46 to go in the third quarter. Brush up 48-3. Third quarter brought to you by Buildings by Design. First impressions are important. Buildings by Design will make your vision a reality. Visit builtbydesign.com. Boy, that was a good pass from McLean, too.
Real
That was a good
pass.
play. That was a good play design.
Yeah, that's something I'd like to see. I'm going to watch the film on this after this game or whatever and see how they set that up because that is really a pretty neat little play, especially on a fourth down situation like that when they think they're going to be punted.
Yeah. Yep.
And then just caught the defense off guard, everybody playing punt return and not really getting a very good solid rush off the defensive line either.
No, they were playing the punt, trying to get a block there. Didn't get as good a rush. McLean just real easy. Toss over the middle. So Gonzalez will come back in as your main quarterback. I take that back. You're going Wildcat here.
Yep.
McLean takes a direct snap. Going to run off the right side. Eli Klein right there. Nothing doing for McLean.
Yeah, Eli Klein did a great job of splitting those two offensive linemen and getting upfield real quick and making that tackle. Great job of the defensive line. They're just not allowing a whole lot of yards.
Eli Klein will come off.
You got Emmett Magnuson checking in, playing the first time tonight.
We'll go back to the Wildcat again. Gonzalez will flip to the left side here. Direct snap again. McLean will go off the left side this time. Gets across the 40. Pickup of about 5.
And there's lots of younger defensive players. That's Ben Herrera playing defensive end on this side where the ball was ran that time. So that's, they're just taking advantage of some of the younger guys in there and trying to attack some of those guys right now. But great job by those young guys is still, holding their own right now. And this is what they definitely need to have is more playing time at the varsity level.
They did great in the second half against Sterling last week. Defensively, they were really good. Very disciplined, I thought.
I think we had offsides on the receiver on this.
Yeah, I think Rhoda tried to get an extra step on Strohmeyer. He definitely left a little early. So that'll negate the 5 yards there by McLean. It'll go back to a 3rd and long. Ball's at the Brush 43. We need about the 29 for a first down. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 48-3 running clock. McLean takes a direct snap, rolls right. Pass is complete. Good defense there by Cash Middlemiss. Went for the deflection, didn't get it, still made the tackle.
Got back to the original line of scrimmage, I believe, on that play.
That'll be
about a yard short.
Yep, 4th and 11. Cassius will get a break. Gonzalez will come. They'll go back to their regular offense here. 3 receivers to the left. That's the wide side of the field. Lennox going to run straight up the middle of the field. Gonzalez wanted it. Instead, he's going to go deep down the Fort Lupton sideline. That pass is caught. Fort Lupton's going to put one on the board. Touchdown for the Blue Devils. That was a beautiful.
Just a matter of time, Tyler. He threw that ball deep many times in the first half and then finally connected on a big pass play for a touchdown. What a great job, and what a nice pass and a nice catch.
That is Ilian Tovar.
That was a 45-yard pass for a touchdown.
Not bad coverage either.
No.
Guy was right there. I don't know who was on the coverage there for Brush, but man alive. Oh, they're doing something weird formation here.
That coverage was Udio Lopez. This is the swinging gate.
Yep. I don't know why he wouldn't be right up on the center.
Yep.
Tovar's going to take the direct snap here, looking for a man towards the back of the end zone. Pass falls incomplete. 2-point attempt is no good. Score will stay 48-9, ticking down on 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Brush still up. Man, that was a beautiful, beautiful ball.
Yeah, it's going to be another good one to look at also in the film the next day when that comes out, to be able to watch that play over again. So that's great.
I don't know how much you can learn from that. I thought it was very,
Everything was-
very good
yeah.
defense. That's just sometimes the offense beats you.
Yep.
And
it's just a matter of battling for that ball on the end
Yeah.
on the end zone there, and he got it. Receiver came up with it.
student section.
They're doing the roller coaster. If you don't know what that is, it's like you pretend like you're on a roller
That's
coaster.
what you say, pretend
Yep,
like you're on a roller
on
coaster.
coaster.
One ringleader leads the way.
Shout out to our student section. They've had a lot of great school spirit this entire year, being down there in football games, volleyball games, even at the softball games, being able to show their support. That's a great job.
McLean to kick it back. South to north here, under a minute. Tried pooch it down the brush sideline. It's a little too much on it there.
Yeah, they weren't going to allow a return that time. Goal
So
was to try to-
Sterling had a kickoff like that last week where they kicked it basically on a flip the field from 40 to 40, and it bounced right along the sideline. And had it not gone out of bounds, it would have been a really, really good play for Sterling because they had a gunner flying down the sideline and was able to pick it up.
Oh, man.
It was towards the end of the game, Paul and I both said, yeah, I better watch that on film because Brush thought it was going out of bounds. There wasn't a beat digger within 10 yards of it, and it just kind of lucked out and it went out of bounds. That'll be the end of the third quarter. 48-9 is your score. Third quarter brought to you by Billings by Design. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with the fourth and final right here on 1010 KSIR. Welcome back in, Beat Digger fans, to the fourth quarter, brought to you by Rudy's Tires. With several locations across the area, there's always a Rudy's Tires location close by. And they can even come to you on the farm. Rudy's Tires brings you Eastern Plains Sports Today every weekday on 1010 KSIR. Start of the fourth quarter, Brush up 48-9. Got a lot of the younger guys in. Trenton Garrett in at quarterback. Haswell able to run the ball a couple times to get the fourth quarter started. Ron, we were talking about standings and RPI earlier. Confused by the way the rankings work? Don't worry, the Eastern Plains Sports Network has you covered. Every Tuesday we bring you Bleckatology on our Spotify channel. Ben Blecka breaks down the rankings and what all the numbers mean in a way that's easy for you to understand. Bleckatology is presented by Agricultural Accounting. You're a producer, not an accountant. Let them plow through your paperwork. Visit agman.co today to set up a consultation. I picked a terrible time to do the live read because that was a huge play for Brush, and I don't even know who it was. I can't give credit. I hope it was Axton Haswell. He deserves it. That's a player that's going to tote the rock a lot
next year.
Next year, yep.
Him and Middle Mist.
Yep.
Jelani.
Trent Garrett under center for your Beat Diggers. Turnaround handed off the right guard. Goes Axton Haswell, I believe. He's 28, correct?
Yes. Ben Herrera coming in at tight end for the Beat Diggers, freshman. Yeah, they're just shuffling in. They're coming like crazy.
Yeah, I don't try and keep stats when it gets to this point.
Yeah.
I run out of spaces and everything else. So we are at a running clock. Scores 48-9.
And we do have two number 4s on this field at the same time, I think.
I thought
Yep.
the receiver.
Is that number
Garrett's
4?
your quarterback. Nope. Up the field he goes. Nah, he must be a different
He's
number.
different, yeah. Garrett on the bootleg run to the right. Picks up about 7-8 yards, almost 9 yards.
Haswell and Magnuson are your two running backs behind him. Good pick up there, 3rd and 1. Under center again. 2 running backs behind Garrett. Off the left side they go. First down and more picked up. Haswell, the carrier.
Haswell, the workhorse. When it comes for the second team guys that come in, the JV guys, he's the workhorse. And so you got
Donovan Bauer checking
checking
in.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to watch him play basketball.
Yeah.
How tall is he?
He's probably 6'4".
He looks like it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd love to see a little fade right here to Bauer throw it up. They're going to pitch it to the left this time instead. That's Magnuson. Takes a shot, gets his ankles wrapped up, dishes some out himself, picks up good yardage.
Jameis, or not Jameis, yeah, Jameis, he's a skinny guy, man, but he's got some serious speed on him.
Pickup of about 6 there. 2nd and 4. Coming down on 8 minutes to go in this 4th quarter. Stick around after the game for your Western Engineering Consultants post-game show. Recap the game. Hopefully get a chance to talk with Coach Rosenbrock as well as we look forward to next week's game at Weld Central. Hand it off to Haswell again. Tries to go off the right guard. Pickup of a couple. Make sure you stay connected with the Eastern Plains Sports Network on all social media platforms. Follow at Eastern Plains Sports Network on Facebook and Instagram to see what games we're covering, get pictures from ones we're at, and more. Speaking of great pictures of the helicopter earlier tonight, we also have several regular podcasts on our Spotify page. Give the Eastern Plains Sports Network a like, follow, and subscription on all social media platforms today. Haswell gets the carry again. Not much doing there.
No.
It's going to be 4th and about 1.
Heavy dose of Haswell today.
Clock will tick under 7 minutes. Split a man out to either side.
It's probably going to be a run to the left.
That's what it looks like. You called it. Haswell off the left side. First down's picked up. Be 1st and goal from about the 5-yard line for Brush. Goal to go from the 6-yard line.
You know, Tyler, the game was really nice when we started off, and then at halftime we went down there real quick, and man, it has chilled off.
Yeah, it's got
good.
It's got chilly. I was down talking to some of the fans there at halftime, and they said it. They go, yeah, it got really cold kind of all of a sudden.
You know, luckily we got the heaters going up here, and, you know, we can stand in shorts, and we're in good shape.
Yeah,
so.
we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
It's pretty warm, to be honest with you. Garrett's going to throw. He's got a man right at the goal line.
That should be
Pass
Ben
is
Herrera.
complete. Ben Herrera, indeed,
Herrera.
puts another one on the board.
Little tight end dump right over the middle. 81 dump for the freshman catching a touchdown in a varsity football game.
Are we going to see someone else try the extra point attempt here?
I think they're just going to go for 2.
Are they?
Yeah. When you don't have another backup kicker, you just go for 2.
Yeah, Rico's got a headset on, so he's not coming out there.
He's probably talking.
They're going to throw it to Magnuson there. Oh, he fumbled it.
Yep.
Fumbled the pitch to the right. I'm not 100% sure he was going to get there anyway. But 2-point attempt is no good. 5:08 to go. 4th quarter. Brush goes up 54-9. Score away from their high score of the season.
Yep.
Close. They might tie it. 62 was their high score, I guess, of the
That was against Arvada homecoming.
Yep. Brush will go to Weld Central next week. We will have that game for you right here on 1010 KSIR. Myself and Paul Acosta will come to you from Kingsburg.
And then we'll round out the Halloween week on that Thursday before Halloween with
Academy.
Academy here.
Academy
So
will be here.
should be a good night. Be a lot of spooky things in the air that night, Tyler.
Have fun. I'll be in Mexico.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yep.
Great time to be going to.
I know.
Great time.
Who's going to kick off for us here?
Donovan Bauer, I believe.
It is Bauer. I should have known. He's the only 6'4" guy out there.
Yep.
Not a bad end over end kick. Travels to the 25 there. Caught. Return man gets to the brush sideline at about the 35-yard line. Pushed out of bounds there. 3:45 to go. Return of about 10 yards.
Yeah, the Fort Lupton team has loved getting hit out of bounds here on the brush sidelines.
They have.
That green rubber mat that's on the track right
It's a
there, they just
magnet.
love hitting that thing, yeah.
They've done it a couple times on their sideline, too.
Yep.
A lot of defensive subs here. 3 receivers left. It's the far side of the field. Fort Lupton's got their subs in for the most part as well. Soretta's in at quarterback. Nope, that's still Gonzalez. Going deep.
No pass interference.
Yeah.
They were looking for that, but he ran into the back of the defender.
Yeah, Lennox.
Yeah, and there was no chance for him to catch that ball anyway, so.
No, I don't
Referee's
think so.
not going to call that.
Yeah, why bother? 2:40 to go in the fourth. I can't believe I thought that wasn't Gonzalez there. Just looked smaller from this point of view. Running back to the right of him. Run a little screen out to the right. Screen out to the left, excuse me. Rhoda catches it, tries to break a tackle, gets spun out, flag flies. I have a face mask maybe.
Looks like it. Oh, who calls a timeout? We got 2 minutes to go and they call a timeout. Oh. Is that a referee timeout?
I think.
Yeah, for him to tie his shoe,
so.
right?
I
Okay.
think so.
Okay.
Personal foul on Brush.
Holding indicated against the beater.
No. It's personal foul,
Timeout.
I think.
Blue Devils.
Fort Lupton does call a timeout. Russell jogs the sideline. We got 2:12 to go. 54-9 is your score here in the fourth quarter. Make sure you stick around for your post-game show brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, as well as your player of the game brought to you by Morgan Community College. Weld Central was playing Sterling tonight.
We got a little bit of a senior huddle going on there at the 35-yard line with Kastrup and Klein and Rico, Krob. They're kind of looking up to the stands at the student section, trying to get them more riled up and cheering.
Boy, I was way wrong. Weld Central is playing the Academy tonight. They play Sterling for their last game of the week. Gonzalez is going to load one up, going down the field to the right.
That has got both hands on the ball. Let's see who comes up with that.
Flag's going to. I don't know why we're going to throw a flag
Why are we
here.
throwing a flag?
Just fighting for the ball.
Yep.
They're going to give the tie to the offense there. Tovar catches it.
I think he picked the flag up, didn't he? Or is it?
Is he going to drop
I
it?
don't know if he's going to. Well, that was odd. I don't understand why you would throw the flag.
Yeah, I don't understand either. There was nothing malicious about that. The guy's just fighting for the ball. I do think he's picking it up.
No. They assessed a penalty.
They did. Half a distance to the goal.
Yep.
So minute 20 here. Fort Lupton trying to put another score on the board. Gonzalez looking left. Got a slant right there in the end zone. That pass is caught, I believe. He had to go to the ground. No indication.
Yep.
There it is. Fort Lupton gets another score there. Gonzalez to Tovar, I think. Wasn't able to see who scored that. Got up kind of in a scrum. Either way, 54-15.
Yep.
Extra point attempt upcoming. And actually, this should be the last play of the game.
Fort Lupton's walking around trying to figure out who's going to be where, who's going to line up, who's going to leave.
Return man finally, or the holder finally gets set. Extra point attempt is up. No good. Boy, I tell you what, I can't see a thing from this angle. Good ones look bad ones look good. I don't know what to tell you. That should be the end of the game. Clock's ticking down 15 seconds here. Brush is going to win this one going away 54-15. We'll go ahead and take a quick timeout. Come back with the postgame show brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants right here on 1010 KSIR, KSIR.com, and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Welcome in, Beat Digger fans, to your postgame show brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants, providing a big firm product with small firm relationships since 2003. Visit westerneci.com for more. Brush wins this one going away 54-15. We had a running clock at the start of the second half. Cassius Middle Miss able to take the second half kickoff back for a touchdown that put him up over that 40-point mark, and it was a quick second half. Give you a quick rundown of the stats quickly. Josiah Gonzalez for the Fort Lupton Blue Devils through the air, 8 of 20 for 189 yards, 2 interceptions, and 1 touchdown. Yeah, 2 touchdowns because he threw the one at the end there. Yep, I missed that one. 2 interceptions and 2 touchdowns for Gonzalez, 189 yards. On the ground, not much doing. Martinez, McLean, and Gonzalez, nothing doing. Had a long run of 8 yards there from McLean. He finishes the night with 18 yards. He leads them on the ground. Gonzalez, the quarterback, rushes it 5 times for 9 yards, and then Martinez, their leading rusher on the season, rushes it 4 times for 2. On the receiving end, Lennox had 2 catches for 45 yards. Rhoda had 2 catches for 76 yards. Medina had a catch for 6, and then Tovar had 3 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown, and I think you got to add one more onto his as well for 2 scores. I believe he was the one that caught that there at the end of the game. For your Brush Beat Diggers, did not really take stats in the second half. It was a very quick second half. A lot of JV players getting in, a lot of younger players getting time. In the first half, Richie Bruno paced the team. 10 carries, 182 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jelani Thomas, 2 carries for 23 yards and a touchdown. Dylan Krob, 3 carries on the night for 26 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a pretty good statistic there. 2 of 3 times you carry the ball, you get a touchdown. That's good. Eric Rico through the air, pretty efficient, 7 of 11 for 68 yards. Caden Kastrup had 4 catches on the night. Landon Mesh, Thatcher Queen, Dylan Krob had a catch apiece. Dylan Krob had a nice 20-yard reception to set up a score right before the end of that first half. Again, postgame show brought to you by Western Engineering Consultants. Player of the game brought to you by Morgan Community College. Start your associate degree, continue your education, or get a specialized certificate. Visit morgancc.edu for more. Ron, player of the game, a couple different options in my mind. Who you got?
I would have to go with Richie Bruno.
He did lead away.
Yep.
He did lead away. Someone who I thought had a really good game, Conrad Kastrup. Wonder how many times I've done that this year. Called him Cam. But yeah, Conrad Kastrup, 4 catches, great blocker as always. Yep. And then defensively plays great defense as well.
Does.
Hopefully get a chance to talk with Coach Rosenbrock, see if he can make his way up here. He's broken down the huddle and sent everyone home already, so hopefully he can make his way.
He's making his way. I see him right there just trying to get away from everybody. Well, he's trying to, I believe his wife was the last one. He's not trying to get away from her, but he knows he's got to come up to the booth, and he's coming up right now.
We get a chance to talk with Coach. We will be at Weld Central next week, biggest regular season game of the year, I think. You'd think the University one would be pretty big, but they were able to handle University fairly well. So, Weld Central, 4-2 going into tonight. They'll be 5-2. They should beat the Academy. I expect they beat the Academy. Fort Lupton beat the Academy last week, if that tells you all you need to know there. Brush goes to 7-0, first time since their last state championship win. We welcome in Coach Rosenbrock. He's not out of breath or anything.
Not out of breath today.
Yeah, good win, Coach. Good feeling to go to 7-0. We'll get to Bruno in a second, but what'd you tell your team down there before the game and after the game?
Well, the standard of just where we want to be is can just keep reiterating it and get better each week. And so it's good to see us get a kickoff return because we've been working on kickoff return in practice, and it's just like, what? When the heck are we going to bust one? We finally busted one. Just give the kids confidence. If you don't know Eric Coyle, he won a Super Bowl with the Redskins in '87. He came and talked to us today, and our kids. He said, you're the best. Like whatever position you play, you're the best person at that position when you're on the field. You got to think that you're the best receiver. You got to think you're the best running back or DB or lineman, and you got to have that mentality. And so that's what we kind of told them. They said, you got to be, when you're out there, you got to have the mentality that you are the best person out there. You're going to drive your, if you're an offensive lineman, drive your D lineman 5 yards deep. If you're a running back, you run through a couple tackles because you're better than the other guys. If you're a receiver, you run your route harder and faster than the DB can cover. And if you're a quarterback, you make better decisions than anybody else can, decide, just guard. Same on defense. And so we did that today. It was good to see our kids just in a lot of facets just be the better team. We got to work on some things. Definitely got to fill some gaps now. But it's 7-0, and we're going into a Weld Central game that's maybe a bitter taste from last year. We felt like we gave that one up with multiple turnovers, and so there's some revenge that hopefully some of these kids are itching for, and we'll just keep stacking these wins and carrying this momentum into Week 8.
You mentioned your kickoff return. Is Cassius your fastest player on the team?
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah, he is quick, man.
Yeah.
He was untouched there. That was a really, really good wedge play set up, and then, man, he was gone.
Yeah, and that's all, with speed is hard to defend, and hopefully the guys get the idea that you just need to block for 1 or 2 seconds, and that's all you need. It doesn't you don't have to make this 5-second block and pancake your guy if you can just block him for 1 or 2 seconds, because as fast as Cassius is and you give him all this credit and all that stuff, I mean, it's just still 10 other guys on the field that did something to help him out. So credit to them for blocking, because we did put a lot of time and effort into kickoff return this week, because that's a facet that needs to get better at, and I'm glad we got better at it.
Richie Bruno in the first half carried the ball 10 times for 182 yards and 3 touchdowns. We figured out the only thing that could stop him is himself. You got an update on him?
Hamstring injury of some sort. Really scary. Just you feel like you got the train's going down the tracks and we're full head of steam, and you kind of feel like you're a little derailed with. He's not. I mean, he's a great athlete. If you just watch that run, that he hurdled, I think, 2 guys and maybe stiff-armed another, and I mean, it was just pretty impressive. But then he's making these calls and these adjustments and audibles and stuff on defense. So he's a middle linebacker that is a quarterback of our defense. So what we need is some leadership to step up, and we got it. We were scrambling there to make sure kids are in the right spot, but we need to be healthy going into these last couple weeks or finish healthy for the last couple of weeks. And sometimes maybe it's a blessing in disguise, because now we're going to have some kids step up and be leaders that maybe didn't have that opportunity, and we need that leadership week 2 or 3 in the playoffs. And so just hope the best for him. Sad that it happened to him, but if it happened to anybody, we'd be upset too. We got to move on, and we've got players that can step up. And like I said, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. He'll be fresh without 5 or 6 more hits that he would take each game, the next couple of games, and he'll come and teams won't have film against him going into the playoffs. So there's maybe some silver lining that we can hope for, but wish him the best of luck healing, and we're going to get better next week, I promise.
Crobb and Thomas, they did step up. Jelani had a great touchdown run, so absolutely you guys got the players to step in for sure. 7-0 feels great, Coach. Good luck at Weld Central next week.
Appreciate it. As always, it's a great interview, Digger.
Right on. That is head coach Joe Rosenbrock. Great win. As always, we'll look forward to hearing from him again next week at Weld Central. Post-game show brought to you by Western Engineering Consultant. Ron, you got any final thoughts?
Just looking forward to the last 2 weeks of the season for Brush right now. they can finish out strong and get those great, those RPI points, kind of boost those up as much as they can. Hopefully get them at least, I'm sure they're going to probably be in a top 5 seeding, which will be very, very beneficial for them. And so that should guarantee a home playoff game here at Beat Digger Stadium, which will be in the afternoon, about a 1 o'clock game on a Saturday, which once you're playing on Saturdays, man, things are good. That's exactly what you've been working for. These guys have been working for this since last summertime, since June, all summer long, lifting and running and going to camp and everything. This is what they are working for. So hats off to the team tonight for putting it all together and chalking up another win on the road to the playoffs.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in this evening. Thank you to Rose and Christy back at the station, doing a great job as always. Your final score from Beat Digger Stadium: Brush takes the win over Fort Lupton, 54-15. For Ron Albo, I'm Tyler Carmin. Thank you for tuning in to Beat Digger Football on 1010 KSIR, KSR.com, the Eastern Plains Sports Network. We'll talk to you next week from Weld Central. Everybody get home safe.